Hello there, and welcome back to Tatooine Tableflip. I'm Jimmy, and today we're going to be unboxing the reprint from Fantasy Flight Games of the old Star Wars West End Games role-playing game. This role-playing game is the one that started it all, everybody, and I am super excited to look at these. So this includes both the base book and the source book, so we're going to open her up and let you guys have a peek at what's inside. I'm so excited. Okay, what we have here appears to be the West End Games Star Wars role-playing game, but what it actually is the new reprint from Fantasy Flight. As you can see, it's the 30th anniversary edition, and I've already had this open, but I thought I would give you guys a little peek at what's inside here. So the first thing I did when I first got it, I thought the way it's wrapped, that it was one big, massive book. As you can see, it contains both the original role-playing base book and the source book that was originally released for the old West End version of the game. I thought this was one massive book, but what this actually is just a wraparound cover to go around this really beautiful slipcase. You can see the Star Wars logo as it shines there. It's got this nice sort of a I don't know what kind of finish this is, but it's very soft. It feels almost not quite, it's very velvety, I guess. And the nice embossed picture, and of course the logo at the back. And you can see they went to a lot of trouble. Here's an ad for the new role-playing game, of course. But they included both the books that despite like that having the FFG logo at the back and things like that, they're really, really well done reproductions. This one looks, the artwork on the front, I'm going by memory here because I don't have my old version anymore, but this appears to be the same, but this looks a little washed out to me, and I don't know if I'm misremembering what the original cover looked like or if that is actually the case. But these now have, where the old ones were kind of a smooth finish, these have almost, I don't know if you can see it at all, but it's, maybe we can get the reflection on there. It's almost the linen finish, but like a very light version of the linen finish. And I'll just go through a few of the pages. You can see that it is, they are literally, as near as I can remember, just exact reproductions. I mean, the paper quality feels the same and everything. It's amazing. It's almost as if they just took actual copies of the books and just made the slipcover for them. And you can see, if you're familiar with these at all, that they're, as I was looking through these before, a lot of the I was reminded of my versions with a lot of the pictures and stuff. They're the same stock photos from the movies and whatnot included throughout. And then this color insert in the middle of the book for the touring. And I love this ad for R2 units. And then we have some of the maps at the back and the player sheets that you're allowed to photocopy out. The added page on these, what tips you off that this is not just old copies of the books slapped into a new slipcase, is the Star Wars Destiny ad. And then, of course, for the new role-playing stuff at the back. The source book, pretty much more of the same. And again, I'll just kind of flip through it a little bit here for you. I can't tell, is that getting... Maybe that's getting washed out a bit. Hold on, I'll see if I can adjust that. That's probably too dark. Oh, that's a little better. Okay. Sorry about that. I think the first book was probably pretty washed out except for the pictures and the artwork. I love this photo of R2 and the Falcon. And the Millennium Falcon, like a technical document, sort of. We get a section on droids and some speeders. And the Tatooine critters, the Rancor, of course, and there's all the stats are here for all of these creatures. Imperials, Imperial base plan, of course. Heroes and Villains chapter at the back with our main folks. And then again, an ad for the role-playing game, the newer role-playing game from Fantasy Flight, and some of their other Star Wars related games. And that's it. Fantastic reproductions. Well, there you have it. The reprint of the West End Games version of the Star Wars role-playing game, kind of the granddaddy of all of them. This is an absolutely fantastic and accurate reproduction of those books, published now by Fantasy Flight Games. I thought I still had my original copies. I wanted to compare them on camera to see just how accurate they were, because as I talked about during the unboxing, I was kind of going by memory as to where the artwork and the page layouts and stuff, and I'm telling you, we played this game a lot, so near as I can remember, they're dead on. They're really, really good, and they're really high quality. So I'm really impressed with the presentation here, especially that they released both books at the same time, and they added this absolutely wonderful slipcase. I love this thing. This is fantastic. It's going to look great up on the shelf. It came with this nice paper wraparound on it as well. Of course, I wish it were more like a dust cover, like on a novel, but it's going to get, I don't know, maybe I'll set it aside or turn the front of it into a little poster or something. But this thing is what I'm most excited about. I mean, outside of the books, of course, but yeah, it's a really, really slick, from a production standpoint, way to present these two books instead of just slotting the two books out onto a shelf someplace or even just dropping some shrink wrap around them or something. I thought this is a wonderful idea. And man, if I didn't know, and I didn't know they were coming as separate books, I thought they were going to be combined. So if I would have seen, without the paper wrapping, if I would have seen this on the shelf, I thought it would be, and when I first opened it, I thought it was just a large combined version of both of these books. And I thought, my God, this thing looks fantastic. And now that it's a slipcover with dead on accurate reproductions of the two original books, I think it's an even better deal. I don't really have much more to say about these things except maybe run out and get them, because if you were like me and play this game quite a bit, then you are going to love, if you don't have your original copies, you're going to love having these again. I thought I still had my original copies, and they're in a box someplace, or maybe they've been passed around to another friend or something. Mine were beat up, falling apart. I mean, literally just coming apart at the seams. They had been used and well loved over the years. Yeah, I think that's probably going to do it, though, man. Really, really cool. And I can't wait to see what FFG does next with any of the other, like reprinting any of the modules or anything that went along with this game. That's going to do it for this time, you guys. Thanks for watching. I am baked. I know I keep saying this episode after episode, but this studio, it's upstairs, and good Lord, it just gets boiling hot up here. You can find me on all the socials as BoardGamerBlues.com or as BoardGamerBlues or at BoardGamerBlues.com. Come and find me. Let's chat about board games, or you can tell me about the show, what you like, what you don't like. I love getting all the feedback from you guys. And, let's just kind of hang out online together and talk about games and whatnot. Anyway, thanks for watching, you guys. That's going to do it for this time. I will see you next time on Tatooine Tableflip. Bye. Reprint.